All right, well, welcome to the test of blended wine. Putting wine in a blender, which just seems totally ludicrous to me. I can't imagine I would want to do this to my wine. It seems like it takes some of the integrity out of the wine, but I decided it might be kind of fun on a Tuesday night because I've got no friends who will have a glass of wine with me anyway. I might as well just do a YouTube and see what we think of this whole theory. So there's some guy, I can't remember his name, chef, came up with this idea. He wrote like a 2,400 page book, sells for $629, all about gastronomy, that one word, gastronomy. And I haven't had a glass of wine yet, just so you know. And kind of all the molecular stuff that's going on with all their fancy gels and all that they use to make a plate better. But one of his tricks in there was if you have a really young tannic wine, forget about decanting it. You've got a blender in the house, you've got the answer. So we're going to try that. So I thought maybe first we got 2 glasses. You can see I've already poured this one in with just the unblended wine. I've got a beautiful Black & Decker Hamilton Beach, blender here. We're going to blend it for 60 seconds. Not exactly sure what we're going to do in the 60 seconds of blending. Hopefully my IT guy can figure out something to speed the tape up a bit so you don't have to listen to 60 seconds worth of blending on this YouTube. So, Tannat is the name of the grape. And this is from Buza. And it is from Uruguay, which is kind of an unusual place to have wine come from. Tannat is a very, very tannic, heavy, deep, kind of like a Malbec from Cahors. It's when I first had this wine, I just couldn't believe the amount of tannin, and I thought it would need 10 years to age before I would really, really enjoy it. But then I remembered the blending technique, and that's why we're trying that tonight. So here we go. We're going to talk about this wine first. We're going to aerate the old-fashioned way, and it's going to be. You can smell the dryness on the palate. You can smell. You actually get quite a bit of fruit, dark fruit. It's you can get some beautiful caramel out of it, probably from the oak. It's got a great nose, but you can tell just it's already making my mouth water because there's a lot of acidity in it too. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful wine that I'm hoping will get better with this blending technique. So on the palate, you got lots of dried cherries. It's almost like a Sangiovese, only with a lot deeper fruit. It's kind of got that beautiful finish to it where it dries your mouth out, like you want a big juicy steak. So that's kind of where we're getting on the pre-blended stuff. Big, rich, but definitely dry, very acidic on the tongue. So it's kind of a fun wine to try this with. So now comes our 60 seconds of blending that hopefully you guys all won't have to listen to in the final version. How weird is this? You can see it's just making a pink, frothy. My timer's on my phone, and I'm using my phone to record this, so we're going to do a good guess on 60 seconds. It's the weirdest thing I've ever done to a wine. Probably. That I'm willing to share. YouTube at its best. Luckily I know the password in case I want to delete this. I don't know how. Okay, we're going to call that 60 seconds. We're going to let it settle down a little bit. You can see it. Hopefully you can see it. It's just kind of coming back, settling down. Now we're going to pour wine from a blender. There are people that are not going to believe I did this. It's on YouTube. Alright, so here it is, the blended wine. Let's see if it's changed. The nose is much more muted. Get less and less of that fruit that we got earlier, the big dark fruit smell. Not sure what we get. Well, the caramel maybe comes through more. on the palate. Definitely less tannic. I don't think I like it as well. I'm not just saying that because I hate blended wine. I would never do that. My customers at Wines by Wednesday. Definitely a huge difference in the nose. And I don't think an improvement. Okay, let's go back and taste this one. It's so dry and just makes my mouth do the fish move. Makes me want to have a steak for sure. This one is deeper and darker and not as fruit driven. Very interesting. Big change. It's an interesting test, I'd have to say. I don't think I'll be blending a lot of my wines. I think I might wait for them to develop in the bottle. I might decant them. But this has been a fun experiment. I might do this again if I was only spending, I think this is a $16 bottle. If I was spending $8, $10, $12, I think I might try it. I think you should try it. What the hell? Be fun. So there you have it. The Mark Tronson Wine in a Blender test. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you got to this point. It's 6 minutes and 47 seconds right now. So anyway, please come in and buy some of this Booza. Tannat. I think it's really good wine. Really interesting Uruguayan wine. Try it in a blender if you want. Over now.